Jordy here for Cinecom.net and welcome to Creative Tuesday. We're having a look today at 3 sources where I get my inspiration from and how I use that inspiration for creative tasks. Now before we start, I first have to announce something very exciting. Those who've been following us for a longer time know that Storyblocks is one of our main sponsors. It's a huge library where you can download visual effects, templates, stock footage, and tons more. And what I've always found so amazing about those guys is that you can download unlimited files with a one fixed price per year. And because of the holidays, those guys took even another 1/3 off the price. So if you've been doubting to get an account, this is the time to do so. And on top of that, you can even start a 7-day trial for free if you first want to test it out yourself. So click the first link in the description below to learn more. My first real understanding of filmmaking was at film school. We were taught the technical aspects, so the creative parts had to come from ourselves. And during that time, I had 2 major influences. The first one is Sigur Rós. It's a band from Iceland, and they have a very unique music style that, for me personally, brings out a lot of emotions. Emotions that help me to create ideas. Now, during that time, Sigur Rós came out with a new album called Valtari, which again, personally, is the best album they've ever made. But what they did with that album was a film experiment. They gave the same budget to 12 filmmakers and asked them to make anything that comes up in their minds when hearing their music. And what came out of that was absolutely amazing. Every single one of those short films uses visual elements that tell a whole deeper story, that are able to dig into your emotions. With some, I would feel this warmth inside, an honest joy. And what you're seeing right here isn't even a video. It's called moving art, and if you open yourself to it, you can be really pulled in by the story of a single picture. And usually I'm not that artsy, but for some unexplained reason, I like this a lot. It inspires me. A year later, I just had to make my own short film with their music because I was so inspired by some of the videos. It felt like they had filled up my head with so many visual ideas that I just had to bring it out. Now, of course, it's a very specific music taste, so it won't be for everyone, but my next inspiration is definitely something I would recommend to any filmmaker. My first year in the film school, I went to the theater, to a very specific film that a classmate highly recommended to me. And it was and still is the best film that I've ever seen. Now, unfortunately, you don't hear that much about it, and almost nobody knows the film. Ironically, I'm talking about Mr. Nobody, directed by Jacob van Dormel and played by Jared Leto. It's a film about making choices in life. They show different paths, and in each one of them, you would see what would happen if you made a specific choice in life. But the way the story is told is something I've never seen before. Like with most other films, I was not able to tell what would come next. Every new scene was a mind-blowing surprise. And on top of that, the art direction in that film is astonishing. After I saw it in the theater, I watched it a couple of times at home, and sometimes I would just pause the video and take some time to look around. It's like you can hit pause at any moment in that film, print out that specific frame, and have a beautiful painting in your living room. Now, funny enough, I also made a short film about this in my first year at film school. Not my proudest work, but I'll leave links to everything in the description below anyways. My next inspiration source comes from you guys, the community. Now, we're constantly seeing comments of people asking how this effect was made or if we could explain how that worked. Well, sometimes we also ask for feedback. What do you guys want to see next? And the reason that I'm putting this on my inspiration list is because it's not my community. A community is not owned by anyone. It's a group of people with the same passion for filmmaking. And I'm always curious to see what the people in that group do, and so can you. Just flip through the comments here, open some channels, who knows which interesting videos you can find. For example, I sometimes watch the videos from Jay Malone. They're not always the topics that I'm interested in, but I love his passion. And that passion alone inspires me. And definitely when I see comments on his videos from people that also follow our channel, it feels so good that this community hangs together, supports and inspires each other. Half a year ago, we moved into this industrial hall with the idea to transform this into a film studio. And we're currently still working hard. As you can see behind me, we're painting the walls, and over there is our own office building. Up there we edit all of our YouTube videos. Guys, also that same half year ago, we made a video where we announced this place, and we asked you guys to put a comment underneath that video. And we told you guys that we would print out all of those comments and hang them right here in the studio. Now, follow me, guys. Because this right here is going to be that place where we'll hang your comments. This here is the entrance. This here is where we'll put like a small meeting table, a green room, and this right here will be that wall where we'll print out all of those comments so that anyone who enters the building can see that. Thank you so much for watching, and stay creative. Guys, when we told you that we're going to print out all of your comments and put them on the wall down below here, we didn't know how much comments it would be. Janik is currently working on it. What do you think, Janik?
800 comments and still counting. I have no idea how we're gonna put that on the wall.
Night work for Janik!